It's time for Recipe of the Day. This recipe is one that I've adapted from something that a dear friend of mine, Maria, who lives in London, England, made for me and my family years ago. And I fell in love with it. And as soon as I got home, I made it, and I make it all the time now. It is chicken thighs with basil, tomato, and red chilies. You actually bake the chicken thighs with fresh basil leaves on them, and they kind of scorch and get black, and so do the chilies. And you think, oh gosh, should we even eat these? Should I serve this with this on here? Do it. It is so good. Garnish it with more fresh basil leaves on top. Absolutely. But don't worry about the darkness. It just infuses this like light, lovely char into the whole dish. I love it. Okay, so let's get to it. You're preheating an oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. You're putting 6 to 8 boneless, skinless chicken thighs, or you can use skinless bone-in chicken thighs. I just don't like the skin on these because it's not going to crisp up. You're putting them into a large oven-safe skillet or baking dish that they can fit in one layer with some space around them. If you want, go ahead and oil that dish first. If you're worried that they're going to stick, it doesn't stick in my cast iron, so I don't worry about it. Okay, so you've got the chicken thighs in there, and then you add a pint or 2 pints. I usually do 2 pints of grape or cherry tomatoes, and you just kind of topple them in there all around the chicken pieces. Then you get 1 to 2 red chilies, depends on how spicy you want it. Slice them, don't remove the seeds, just go ahead and slice them and arrange them on the chicken pieces, 1 or 2 per chicken piece. And of course, if you have people who don't like spicy food, you can leave them off of a couple of pieces, and then you will see it when you go to serve it. The ones that don't have those blackened chili rings on them, you give those to the people who don't want the spicy food. Then you get about 15 large basil leaves torn up, or 20 small basil leaves, and you just put those on top of the chicken pieces as well. Then spray it all with olive oil spray or from a mister, or drizzle it with olive oil, kind of brush it around, sprinkle it all with salt and pepper. You're getting the tomatoes, the chicken, everything. And then it's going into your 425 degree Fahrenheit oven for 45 minutes until the chicken is cooked through and the chilies and the basil leaves are blackened a bit. Now, if you are using the bone-in chicken thighs, which is how I originally wrote this recipe, it definitely needs that 45 minutes to even an hour to cook through, and that is the time it takes for everything to like blacken and for the tomatoes to pop and all that amazingness to happen. If you're using boneless, skinless chicken thighs, the chicken thighs will be done before that. They will be fine cooking for longer, but it is up to you because they'll be ready sooner. If you want to pull everything out sooner, everything else is fully cooked and ready. You are good to go. So up to you. You can just cook it until the internal temperature on the chicken is 165 degrees Fahrenheit and pull it out at that point. Then you scatter it all with more fresh basil leaves and take it to the table straight in the dish and serve from there. Everybody's going to love it. I love it. I cannot wait for you to try it. I will put the link to this recipe in the show notes for this podcast episode, or you can head to cookthestory.com/ROTD and get it there. Everything there is arranged by date, so it's helpful to know that today is April 29th of 2025. The other place you can get the link is in our Facebook group. I post the recipe of the day link every single day there, so you can always be inspired about what you can make that day or in the days ahead. Find out what I'm talking about. Get a delicious recipe. That group is at facebook.com/groups/recipeotd. I look forward to seeing you there. I'm Christine Pittman from cookthestory.com, thecookful.com, the all-new chicken cookbook, and from this podcast, Recipe of the Day. I hope you have a great day. Let's get cooking.